I'm Mike Burrell. I'm Service Director at JM Lexus. I've been here for 8.5 years.
Mike, what's the most important KPI to watch in the recon department?
In recon, we want to know how quickly we can get the cars out of the recon process and to the front line. So the average days in recon and then the time to line are the most important things that we look for.
How long has JM Lexus had an organized recon process?
Well, since before I was here, they had an organized recon process. The difference was we were across the street before, so they had their own separate area, but now it's all in-house. And it just, it takes a little bit longer because we have less space to work with, but the process that we currently use has been in place for almost 2 years. The previous process was there for about 6 years, and then I think they did it manual before then.
What features are important in a recon software tool?
The most important features are the accountability part. So when the technician gets the car, how quickly they can get to it, get it done, how long it takes to get parts, the necessary, every step is important. However, it's really just a matter of the accountability part as to how long how long each technician has the vehicle in stage.
Tell us about the visit from Dennis McGinn, Lisa Stills, and Dan Antoine. What new ideas came from this visit?
Well, when they came down because we actually called to let them know that there was some issues, there were some challenges that we weren't sure about. Reading the reports, there were some things that we weren't sure of, so we asked them to see if they could help us in certain areas. We wanted to see where we could improve. So they gave us some comparisons with other dealers, different ideas that we could use in our processes. And they actually physically came down, visited with us, looked at our processes, and gave us some great tips.
How do the techs feel about the program?
They love it now. As I said in the very beginning, a couple of years ago, they were up in arms. They did not like being held accountable to each stage. So they've come around now. Now, if we were to take it away, I think they'd fight us tooth and nail to stay with the system. They want the kudos for when they're doing a great job, and we give it to them. So we notice how long each stage takes, and when they get stuck in an area, whatever, they can come to us and talk to us and tell us what's going on so we can help.
What are your current goals for your recon department?
Our goals are always to improve. Every month we want to improve better on what we did the month before, maybe the year before. It's about how fast we can get the cars done with quality work to get it to the front line, because that's where we make our money. And the bottom line is the longer it takes, the more money you spend. So we want to get it down as low as possible. Right now, like I said, we're in a great stage. We're at 4.5 days. I'm not sure if we'll ever get it below that, but we will continuously look to see if we can get it down even further. How
detailed are you in your recon process?
We're extremely detailed in our recon process. Every stage is measured from the time that each stage, so from the time it takes to write a repair order to the time it takes to actually inspect the car or any dings, wheel repairs. We measure each individual section so that we know where we need to improve.
Tell us about Rapid Recon's support teams.
Rapid Recon support teams have been great. Dennis and Lisa and Dan came down. We contacted them to see where we could improve. They gave us some comparisons with other dealers, some ideas that they were doing. So they've been very, very supportive, and we appreciate all the help they've given us.
Just one more question.
How does Rapid Recon help you identify bottlenecks?
By each individual stage. So with Rapid Recon, you go into each individual stage. You can see how long the vehicle has been in each stage, how long the technician is taking to get to it, whether it's a parts delay or a paint delay or whatever. You can identify each individual stage, and if there's help needed, we can find out where that help is, where we can get that help just by looking at each stage.
I feel comfortable with that one. I think that's good. I mean, there's one other thing when you just stop tape.
So my production manager oversees day-to-day recon for me, but I am very involved because obviously a dealer can make or break the pre-owned department by how it handles its reconditioning. So I meet with our production manager, the pre-owned director, general manager, our parts and service collision directors, so we can all stay on top of the pre-owned department, because it's so important. It's where we get our revenue for the pre-owned department.